Alright guys, this is Christina with the Geocache family, and I have but Dad here with me because Dad is a punk and won't play games with us. Only rare instances. I'm hoping quarantine is one of them. This game has become one of our favorite games within the last half a year or so. Wingspan. You are literally playing birds, and you have the different areas that they live in. So we've got forests, we have prairie, we have water areas, yeah, lakes, ponds, whatever, marshlands, yeah. The way the game starts, there's a series of rounds. We each have one goal, and it's different for each one of us, so we're each trying to get different things. So for mine, this is my goal. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want my competitors to know, but these are the type of birds that I need to collect. These are, we start off with 5 pieces of food, and these are the different types of foods that the birds eat. And so there's rats and berries, you've got grains, invertebrates, and fish. We start off with 5 birds, and you decide which ones you want to keep, and in essence you have to pay for them. So I kept back the food that will help me play these guys later on. I don't have enough, so I have to collect more, but this is what I'm starting with. So this goes into the pile here. So the way the game works, you have to go through and you have to decide if you're going to play a bird, if you're going to gain food, if you're going to lay eggs, or if you are going to draw new cards. And so you can only do one thing on each turn. And so you kind of have to gamble how you're doing this. Maybe not gamble, there's strategy involved. But you have to do it in a way that once your dice activates going through your little cube, I guess, you can get other things that will help you on your next turn. Every turn, we start off with this many. You play them all, and then 1 cube gets taken away until we get down to the last, I think 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 cubes will go away, so we have 4 left. And then that's the end of the game. We all take turns being the first player. For the gain of food action, I guess I start at the top. If I'm going to play a bird on my turn, I would say I'm playing a bird. I have to make sure I have the food that it takes to play that bird, and then I play it in whatever habitat the bird lives in. And so that would be the end of my turn. And so then this would come over here to the side. On my next turn, if I chose to gain food, I would say I need food, and then I would take from the bird feeder and collect that food, and then this would move to the side. So the more cards that you play in these areas, the more that this will bounce through and get you different things, either on the birds or on the game board itself. So then, that would move to the side, and then on my next turn, maybe I'm going to decide to lay eggs that time or something. And so, I would come in here and lay eggs if I already had a bird here, but lay eggs, which means that I get 2 eggs that I can put on any birds that I want, and then it would bounce back. And so you just keep going through and doing that and building up until you can actually start building the layers. So we'll start a round so that you guys can see each of us go through one time. Then we'll play for a while, let it build up, and then I'll show you guys kind of what happens as you have more birds played. Okay? Okay, so on my first turn, I decided I wanted to play a bird. It cost 1 invertebrate and 1 fish, which I already paid into the little bin there. And then I placed my first bird here in the marshlands, the water areas, because that's where he goes. So once he gets activated, like if I place any other little cubes here and the cube starts moving down, when he gets activated, I can draw 2 cards, and then I can discard 1 bird from my hand, because sometimes you get a buildup of ones you don't like. So, and literally that's it. That's all I can do. So then my cube is in this play a bird area, so then it moves down. And so then it moves to Naya. All right, Naya, what are you going to do?
Gain food.
She's going to gain food. Okay, so she is going to place her cube right there on that first one. This is, okay, so the bird feeder is, the dice are already rolled out. You have to take what's in here first. If it gets down to there's nothing left but duplicates at that point, then you can re-roll all the die and try and get for other things. So she took the invertebrate, yes, and then she moves her cube down, and then she's done. Okay, Rylan, your turn.
I thought it was my turn.
Nope, you're last. At least this time around.
Oh, shoot. Actually, there's no cherry. I'll take the wheat, please.
Just the straight wheat?
Yes.
Okay. So Rylan also took food, so then she moves her cube down. Alright, and now it's Adric's turn. Alright, what are you doing, bub? You gonna play your owl? Adric, I think, kept the most birds out of everybody.
Did you keep all 5?
No, he kept 4.
We all kept 4.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so I kept the least amount. Okay, so Adric is going to take a cube and he's going to play a bird, which is in the first column. He's got to pay the rat, and it's in the forest, and then that's it for his turn. So then his cube moves down.
It's also a whole nest, so it should count for...
We don't have any whole nests. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, down here are the extra goals that we can get. So for the first round, any flock birds that you have in the forest will get you extra points. Oh, it's just birds?
Yeah,
okay.
any birds in the forest.
What does this one say?
That one's water, the prairie, and the forest.
3 eggs
have to have eggs in all of them.
Okay, so you have to have a set of 3 eggs in each of those areas, or just one?
I think all of them combined. Whoever has the most, all of them combined. Okay.
And then this one was, what does that one say? I can't see it, guys.
Birds with clustered nests.
Okay, so this is birds with cluster eggs, cluster nests,
with
whoever
eggs.
has the most. And then the last one is
bold
birds
nests.
with bolt nests.
And eggs.
So the birds tell you each of those things. They tell you what they eat, what habitats they live in, how many points they're worth at the end, the type of nests that they live in, and how many eggs you're allowed to lay on them. And then it also tells you the wingspan, because some of the goals actually have something to do with wingspans.
And it's the name of the game.
And it is the name of the game, yeah. And then down here, there's 3 different colors on the bottom of these cards. There was white, brown, and pink. So the white happens immediately. So as soon as this card is played, you can gain all of the invertebrates that are in the bird feeder. But then you don't get anything else from it. The other birds that have the brown on them, every time one of your square lands on this, it activates and you get whatever it says on that card. The pink ones are special ones, and it usually happens in between turns. They're a little bit harder to play with, at least in our experience. We haven't played this game a whole lot yet. We're still kind of learning it, but so anyway, that's where we're at. Okay, so now we're back to me. All right, so I think I'm going to yeah, the game is quite fitting for my house when you hear parakeets and doves and roosters and chickens and finches and cockatiels all making noise. We love birds. Okay, so at this point, I don't have the food to be able to play this bird. So I can either gain food, or I can try to draw more birds, or if I wanted to, I could go ahead and lay eggs on this one. I think I am going to go for food. So I place it here, and I get to take 1 from the bird feeder. I have the wheat, so I need that one. So I'm going to take this one. So I get that, and that goes into my stash, and then this moves over, and that's the end of my turn. Alright, Naya.
I'm gonna get more food.
What are you going after? Okay. And that's the end of her turn. Alright, what are you doing? So at this point, if Rylan wanted to, if she wanted to take food and she did not need the rat, she could roll all of these again and then take whatever came down.
I am going to take food, but I don't want the rat.
So you want them all re-rolled? Okay, now you want to demonstrate? This bird feeder is so cute. just such a beautiful game. All right, berries.
Hold on. Let's see.
I heard you say that before.
Yeah, berries.
Okay, so she's going to take the berry. Okay, and then she moves her cube over. All right, Boya, what are you doing?
He'd probably have to get food.
Hey, he can take care of him. He's got this. Gain food? What do you want?
No, you put it here.
Oh, yeah, because then you can get to activate.
Do you want to give a card so you can get 2
Oh,
foods?
he can't do that, though, because he doesn't have eggs.
No, you only have eggs when you're playing a bird.
Oh,
When
okay.
activated, look at a card from the deck. If it's
Well, do this first.
tuck it behind.
So
this
get your
bird.
food first.
If not.
Get your
Okay.
food first.
So do you want to pay a bird to get 2 foods?
Or do you just want to
keep
take
your
the
birds
one?
and just take the one?
Just take the one.
What do you want?
There's fish, worms, and wheat.
Fish.
The fish?
Okay. No, he has a...
It's fine. Okay, so now he's satisfied this one, so now it comes here, and then it activates the gold.
When activated, look at a card from the deck. It's what?
If it's less, is it less than, I can't see it.
Yeah, less than
Less than 75 centimeters in wingspan. I can't see this,
Tuck
honey.
it behind this card and it counts as a point.
Here, let me get the magnifying
Okay,
glass.
I just need my glasses. They're on top of the bird cage. Okay, so if he wants, he can get rid of. Does he have to take?
No, you just
Oh, he
go.
just
Go to
looks.
deck.
Okay, so he looks from here, and if the wingspan is less than that,
3. It's the same as this one.
no, that's 41 right here. See, is 41 less than 75?
170.
No, you
No,
look
it's
at
just 75. So yes, it
Yeah,
is.
I did.
So you can tuck that underneath now,
Because it ate it.
because he ate it. Yep.
Wow, that sounds jacked
And then you move your cube over one more time. Okay, so at the end, any tucked cards give you more points, basically. So that was a good one to get out already. Okay. All right, so we'll do a few more rounds and get it built up, and then we can kind of show you a little further into the game. So we have gone all 8 times here, and so now we go through and we figure out who's got first, second, third, fourth place for the first round. So at this point, Naya is the only one that has 2 birds in the forest, so she gets to take a cube and put it on first place. Rylan had none,
Should I go at the bottom?
and Adric and I each had 1. He had 1, I had 1. So we tied for second
you
place.
guys would-
Okay, so Addie, take a cube.
Wait, so with that, you know how you add these 2 together and then divide them?
Mm-hmm.
Would you both get nothing? Or would you both get 1?
I think we just get 1. Yeah, it rounds up.
No, wrong place.
Okay. Alright, so then these guys all get moved back up to the top now, because we are starting over for the next round. The first player token moves, so Naya now is first player. And then we just continue on. So at this point, we've all got birds placed. Basically what happens is that at this point now, if you want to play a bird, you have to sacrifice an egg before you can place it. So it costs the egg plus the food to put them in these slots. Okay? So Adric and Rylan both have eggs. They both put eggs on their birdies. So
I had one, but I used it.
yeah, she used it to play.
I have another
so.
like Adric, except mine. If it's 100 centimeter, the alligator is facing
So greater
that
than?
way. Yeah,
Greater than. Okay.
greater
Okay.
than 100
Centimeters?
it gets tucked.
Okay. Wow. Alrighty.
No.
Alright, so Naya's gonna go.
When you said the alligator was that way, I was like, wait, what alligator?
The greater
But
than,
it's
less
the
than
same.
alligator.
Yeah,
So it is still less than?
Yeah.
it's less than 100.
It's less than. Let me see your thing. Yes, because you're not going to tuck birds that have wingspans that are bigger than the bird itself. Okay?
Okay.
So she's looking at that right there.
And was just taking the toy.
I have to
He
get
When
a
she
second rack.
activates it, she can tuck any cards that have wingspans of birds that are less than that.
I have to get a second rat though before.
But
I
you
can...
have to play it first. Okay, kiddo.
Playing a card.
once or twice, someone.
It takes
You don't
hard.
have eggs.
It's in the first round.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Alright. What do you do, little child?
Matilda. Oh. You're definitely a Matilda.
Worm, please. Which one? Worm or just worm in the weed? Just worm.
If you want to be a jerk, you can take the ones that have both on it so that it stops other people from going, okay, Bubba.
Oh, wait, it hatched.
It
It never didn't
Okay.
die, it hatched.
So you need to move these so that you... There, and it slides back.
And
Okay.
he just chose his toy.
Alright, so I'm last this time.
Ow.
And I would like
And he's so lazy, boy.
to... What are the eggs for the second round?
Second round, it's water, the prairie, and the jungle.
Forest, not jungle.
It's
Forest.
Whatever.
You must be mixing up one of the biomes from Minecraft, like the jungle biome. Because that would make logical sense.
See, now this is the bird that I can move around. And then this is the other one. They're both cute.
Interesting game.
Alright, so I think I am going to start laying eggs. So I get 2 eggs. If I would like, I can give a food and get 3 eggs. So I will do that. I'm going to sacrifice my invertebrate, and I'm going to, what was that?
Chalkboard.
I'm going to do 2 up here with my hummingbird. Hello, babies. Welcome to the world. And I'm going to take a white one.
I thought you mixed up the eggs.
Or a pink one. I'm going to stick it on that one. Okay. And then this now comes here. When activated, lay 1 egg on any bird. So I will lay another egg on that bird. And then my thing moves over. Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Two eggs.
Okay. What do you do?
I am playing a bird. Alright, it's going here, so I have to sacrifice a baby. But then this one, it plays instantly because it's white.
What did it cost food-wise to play it? Okay. Alright, and then what happens instantly?
Okay, so it lays 1 egg each for the birds that have the bold nests.
Okay.
So these are both bold nests.
Okay, so you get 1 egg for each one. Ah, nice. Alright, boy. Back to
Oh,
you.
wait, no, I like the bird.
And you keep
So at this point, if you take food, you would automatically get 2 food. Is that what you're doing? Okay, so what do you want?
A fish,
Okay. And?
a worm. Because I can't, there isn't another fish available right
No, you're right.
Okay,
Alright,
grab
so
your-
take your fish and your worm.
Worm, yay. And another fish.
Alright, and so then what happens when we activate this one?
Wait, was there a rat in there?
No, there wasn't.
If there was a rat, I would have taken
Okay, so
it.
this moved over. What happens when he activates?
Gain 1 grain from bird feeder if available.
Ooh.
Cash it on this card.
Oh, it is. Cool. So take a grain.
You can keep it if you want. You don't have to put it on the card.
I like to cash it on the card. I might keep it though, which
It says may cash it if you want.
Yeah,
I will keep it.
the ones that say May, it would be better.
it's better
Early
to
in
gain
the
one.
game, I would keep it.
All right,
and
now-
then when
I
it
will
gets-
take that rat.
Excuse me.
Poor birds get
Look at his
swallowed up
wingspan.
24/7 by a
Looks
deadly
like a tiny
owl.
one.
Is it a tiny bird?
Spotted sander,
How big is its wings?
38 centimeters.
Oh, that owl just ate him. It's So tuck it. Wow, this out. He is making a killing with this first bird.
He is probably gonna have.
Dang it,
How many
kid!
points is the owl by itself?
How many points is the owl?
3.
3. Yep, and he's got what, 6 birds stacked under it already.
Yeah. He probably smoked the competition. Well, maybe.
The barn.
It's rare because actually quite a few are over
Bear?
75.
Is it Baird owl? I don't know. I thought it was barn.
A bard. Bard owl.
Barred owl.
Alright, so I think I am going to... I'm going to lay eggs again.
Did you know that it actually says this?
And I'm going
The
to
very bottom of the
take
corner.
1.
Can your hummingbird only have 2?
Yeah,
That sucks.
So
So
does
you
that
know-
count even? No.
You know
Sets
how
of 3.
3. Yeah.
you know how every bird has a
So my American
I'm going to take one
You
green
know
into
how-
here.
does not.
you know how every
Okay.
bird has a
When
hunting
activate, I can lay 1 egg on any bird. That one. Okay, my turn's done.
call? Do you know what?
Alright, we're going to do a few more turns and then we'll come back. So, the winner, Punk Butt, 92 points. I came in second. Oh, crap. Right, Adric came in second with 69 points. I came in third with 65. Rylan came in with 47. So the way the score sheet works is you go through and you tally up all of the points on the birds first. Then you go through and you do the bonus cards, which were the specific things that each of us had. Then you went through and you did the end of round goals, who got the most points with that. Then you go through and you count each egg, and it's 1 point each. And then if you have food on cards like he did, that's an extra point. And then tucked birds like I had, and like he had, and like she had, and she had one too. Those are an extra point. And so then you just go through and tally it all up. So that is our game, Wingspan. There are extensions. What are they called? Expansions for this game. They're going by continent. We have not had the pleasure of playing the expansions yet. Our friends that got us addicted to games, they have it and we haven't played yet. So, but it sounds awesome already. So I can't wait to see what they've done with the rest of it. So anyway, that is our game. I hope you guys like the quick, brief little tour of it. Every time you play, it's different because the birds are random. Of course, it's mixed up. There's only one of each bird in this deck. And the goals, you know, of course, you have your stack of goals. So that's different each time you play. And, yeah, the tiles that are on this for your goals per round are random, and they're front and back, and so that changes each time too. So it has a lot of playability. It's a lot of stinking fun. It's one of our favorites, and so if you get a chance to go play Wingspan, go check it out. It's a great game to play for quarantine. Anyway, you guys have a great one. Grow as you go. We'll see you next time. The Geocache family. Bye.